Corruption eyadea emwa ema oman entumpon. Krata sihye ene proye emwa emoman biala enko nanim. Enti oman a ne mpanyimfo eye corrupt no, that country will never develop. Eno bi na yehunu wo Ghana memu ha sisiye. Not all politicians are corrupt, but most of them are corrupt. The monies, the resources they are supposed to use to develop this particular country for all of us to feel good and better, they are using it for their own personal gains. It's a kobaseya, a bedding, and a omino, a tumpon. And nuntina may yes a video. Meslo, so behe, and you could see a way. Now you are going to know 5 ways corruption benefits politicians but hurts Ghanaians. Corruption benefits politicians as saying we the Ghanaians who voted for them into power. Esan say inuma bi mo ewo ha omo eya omo no enya faso bebiri e di free so enya sika e di ye omo ankasa omo japade sika wasan komo de bo oman ho bra no they divert those resources for their own personal gains. Inti ade bi a omo eya anka beboa oman no, then they increase their cost. Not just say in Kayano Yina, Aquakudi or Moho, into Debiana politicians are well to do, they are very rich within 4 years. Now, Ubi Aye Juma more than 10-20 years, and so now a dime by Hukra into me NCB, and so be called Abemu 4 years. Car or Betnum, Mansiona obesi. A woman say a tree or Mokadie. Na emu sikana or Munyano in excess no, or Mokofa Eddie Free. Into Menewo. Isika anka omode beboa ye no eno na omo yusu for their personal gains. Let's move on to the point 1 of the 5 ways corruption benefits politicians but hurts Ghanaians. The point number 1 is politicians steal public funds with no consequences. This is very true. Se ye hwe ankrofo bebre abanye atwamu ko ne de tisu nyina no se omo ba Nyuma bia omubeye no. Whenever there is change of government, omubeba no compreni se bibi bone so na enko yie. Si ye behwe atamo MPP eba aban mu, omo kan say NDC fo eye nyuma bia enko yie enti sada panyin kura na owo ho no omo de no court ehwehwe ne nsemu na omo se omo bejeli no. What you say? NDC so eba ye omo ati committee bia omo adwen mu no omo susu se NPP abana atwamu ko no edi djuma bia omudi wie sika ene oman no agapade enti omo beye hwehwemu na omo agi sa sika ne agapade no back e dia ma oman no. Are they all not politicians? So see and this for about omo yese no NPP so nya kwan ba bi mu the same thing ene omo beye na chese ye na yetimamfuo no ene omo de adwen edi agro. Now one most annoying part and say whenever they start attacking themselves like this, nobody will go punish. Even if somebody will be punished, the kind of consequence now everybody say any punish no, it's nothing to write home about. Matime munibi enko wia banchi keke obekwa koda prison. Na politician ebe wia omanisika afa e dia yo no ankasa de japade enso ebe jano na onenam ho. Because say omo ye no, if they don't protect them, na say omo a omo ti abayam no ekọ opposition na they will also come and attack them. Enti omo be de ho sa na omo ja e de gu ho, then they go scot free without being punished. Maku bi na ye punish omo. Most of them they steal from the country and go scot free without them being punished. Enti politicians steal public funds with no consequences. That is why they normally continue to do all those things. But say obi efa kwambone so na owia omanu sika na nka ye punish no severely abla oye politician na, it will serve as a deterrent to others. Say ne be ye omuso betwe omo ho afiri ho. Na we ye yan punish no, we ye yan punish no adenti no mo ba no omo so enye bi. This a wo hwe a ye de contract bi ehye omo nsa ana se ye de aban adwuma bi ehye omo nsa se omo hwe so na omo nya sika no na omo increase amount no, then they use the rest for their personal gains. See ye chi omo kura na, then we brush over it and that is all. But smart me muni bi enkoye ade bia asotwe no kura mpo no I say yeketu abi mpo no, then the consequences are unbearable. Na politicians are alpha kwambane so awia omanu sika no na onenam ho. So they normally go scot free without any punishment when they steal from the country. That is why corruption benefits politicians and hurts the peoples in the country. Let's look at point 2. Corrupt leaders get richer while citizens get poorer. And it's very true. Those who are corrupt and they in power, they get richer and richer every day. Na omu to aba edema omu ba aban no, then they are also getting poorer because resources and asisika omu be put into good use na a benefit ye nyina no. They divide it into 5 or 3. Na omu de baako aye adwuma no, na omu de mienu asie baabi. Ito omu be firi aban mu no, na kyese omu aye yie. Edan a omu wo, cars a omu wo, akwantu a omu betu, vacations a omu beko. So being a politician for 4 years, you will become richer than somebody in the government sector working for more than 30 years. Everything and then saying will be a place obey a politician and I say obey for politician be a down for now when you for a free so. They are always becoming richer and richer. And at the air, mompo a woman says so munya sa akonya na when they get the power and they have the influence. Ube positions be more na omodu omunuanom edo omunamfo family and friends. Na omodo mo akwa ehye ho. It is a cycle no. Na say da bia omodo mo yi na timamufo no ebre. So corrupt leaders get richer whilst the citizens get poorer because the resources that belongs to all of us are not being put into good use. Let's keep them on their toes for them to do the right thing for us because ye na yevotu mo Yankan, they will continue to do what they have been doing and also emwa or minor. So let's continue to keep them on their toes and they will change and this country will benefit. Let's move on to the point 3. That is bribery in government contracts. Sadi we koso then also emwa or minor. There are people are omo atu omo asiho omo ye political parties financiers to whenever political party is in opposition. Omo any resources bebre no omo ehwehwe nkrofo bi ombetimi aboa party no mo sponsor party no campaigns ene nneoma ebaboa ma party no aba aban mu in the party no so eba aban mu a they do certain things to favor those who help the party in terms of finances or resources to come back to power. Na chese general public no de ye na se be ye ni sika ye de beboa no na chese ye koso asova. And that is not the best. It's not the best. What you say it is a contract be ewo ha ye de ma omo a sabe omo sponsor party no e man ba aban mu no whether the person is competent or not enu ntina se wonam Ghana kwan so a ye kwan na obeka se sabe obi mpa onim akwan ye ho knowledge bia no e na oyes akwan no shoddy work nko ye be ya kwan 2025 enu 2027 obefa kwan no so no na kwan na say atutu apro atiti. Why are we doing these things to ourselves? Nepotism. Nipa no on same fatabo say the contract no ehye nsa. The sign say obuaye e man sa political party no e ba aban mu nti. Na the contract no e dia ma no. Na contract no so ya inflate sika no. Then they meet back doors no makwa akwaji. Always you will see the politicians becoming richer and richer and richer. Not memefo no so de omo airbre. Sometimes we also give them the power to be doing these things to us. It says more accountable. Sometimes whenever they are taking certain decisions, they will think twice. But it's because we belong to those political parties, we clap for them and we hail them, even if they are doing bad things. We defend them in addition. Always they will take us for granted. Let us rise and keep these our politicians on their toes. Young question omo, let's keep them accountable. Send a beya omo yadia omo so be dwen ho yi. Ada bia se yekoso ebo yensem ema omo, yekoso ehoho a omo a de omo yesisi ya no eno mo bekoso aye. Let's move on to point 4. And point 4 is election rigging and vote buying. This thing has become the order of the day among politicians. Omo enim say omo ye adwuma papa timamufo no beto aba e dia momo. Ye sign say omo ho modern ti na omo pese omo retain power no. Omo use any dubious means to rig the elections in their favor. Send ye be ya omo ebenya tumi no no mo aba aban mu. No mo ye enyoma ebeboa omo ankasa any omo political parties no. Sometimes they use foul means to win elections. They influence certain peoples. Omo betumi asesa abanu mu. Senebeya, they will get power to do whatever they want to do in this country. So some politicians have been practicing election rigging and also vote buying. It's another thing. Say MPs no, and I say politicians no, bosha omo beshe no, edumbe bia omo entumi enye. First year unhu omanim, second year unhu omanim, third year unhu omanim, into fourth year no say omo ba, esan say omo ntumi nye project bia esombunti. They gather some money, no more bechiche, the amount for now, or more air to abano. They also correct it and vote for them. And the next 3 years, you will not see them. Fourth year, they will come again, do the same thing. Vote buying, or motor TV, or motor fridge, or motor PSK. Quite be of a faso. Nanko for to aba, edia momo, and omofaso. And this is not helping our democracy. This is not helping our elections. We leaders are to me a movie or minor forward. Because we will be competent. That's a there is no way you will win election in Ghana. Because obi obekwa to abadi ama no ya monisika ono so essence ka e dia manu nti obekwa to e dia masa nipa no basa na we are only choosing leaders who are not competent to represent us. But how can the country develop? The election rigging and vote buying is not helping this country. It's sending the country backwards, not forward. So let's advise ourselves and stop these politicians from rigging elections and buying vote from us. My hear the final point, which is point 5, and it is lack of accountability protect corrupt officials. We lack accountability in this country. And we normal politicians no omo koso eye de ya na omo eye no because nobody is holding them accountable. Oshe government institutions like Sraj, Yoko and Co. Ewosanka omo hwehwe politicians no omo nneema mu no na se obi afa kwamboni bi so awia oman sika afa oman no agapade a omo tumi age ne back e de ama oman no. They are being influenced. Politicians no anya some kind of influence over some of these institutions no so enti adwuma was somebody ye bo oman no most of them are not doing the work rightly. E wom so mo bo mo ho modern but it's not the best. What you see, and because we are not holding these politicians accountable, that is why they normally steal from the country. Because nobody of this office can wafa say ajapade bi no be fa wafa, nobody will be questioning them. They are not accountable. And the young swayet mamufo say do 4 years na some buy and china some person to abano e the mom bi me yent me e misa omo questions noma bi a omo di kan e kan ye no ye hodu omo accountable and there be our promises and omo de breye promises and omo de breye because we are not holding them accountable. That is why they are no because we are not holding them accountable. That is why they are always stealing from us. But if there is an institution properly established, our politicians no omo ehodu omo accountable and can they will think twice whenever they are doing certain things. But because the institutions that are supposed to hold these politicians accountable are not doing so, that is why they are also working freely and doing the things that they have been doing at the detriment of the country. So if there is a strong institution holding these politicians accountable and can corruption, any corrupt practices no, so ebete. Mabena was no nkasi nyakopon onhyira se wa show video no edi aba awieye. Mesra so be like na wa comment na wa share video we ama afoforo so enya bi ahwe. Together we can build our country Ghana. Nyakopon hyira makrao. Bye bye.